As I leave the Matford lime kilns and make my way back towards Exeter, I come to the next significant area of the canal, which is probably the most active in today's world. I pass the Counterswear sewerage works on the other side of the canal. These sewage treatment works service not only the city of Exeter and its suburbs, but also a good part of East Devon, where every day tanker lorries come filled with effluent to be processed from outlying villages. Because these works are in themselves such an interesting industrial process and a big feature of the area, I feel it will need a special video all of its own to give the subject merit. Water treatment is a serious concern these days. So, we are now approaching the Counterswear Swing and Bascule Bridge. These bridges form part of the main road, the A38. Originally a natural fording place for the river, this was for many years the lowest crossing place by road for the River Exe. In fact, before the main road bridge going over the river was built, in 1771 and opened in 1774 as a toll bridge. By contrast, nowadays, however, the major crossing of the X is the M5 motorway flyover over the Exminster marshes, which carries many more thousands of vehicles every hour, is a far different proposition from what the stone bridge at Countess Weir was originally built for. For this bridge was originally built to carry just pedestrians and horse and ox-drawn wagons and herds of animals. This bridge was originally built by the Exeter Turnpike Trust and came about following the drowning of 3 men and a horse at this dangerous fording place. The bridge has gone through several upgrades during its existence. One in 1842, when the 2 central arches were replaced by a single 60-foot arch, and then in 1938 to widen the bridge to 45 feet to carry increasing amount of motor traffic, and the latest major redevelopment finished in 2018, which has widened the whole road system and included a foot and cycle way, enhancing the traffic flow and giving cycles and pedestrians a safe environment. I now come to the Canal, Swing and Bascule Bridge. Having all these bridges together and the surrounding land, roads and fields situated as they are, has had other usage, and very instrumental to help to save many lives at one particular period in our history. Operation Dead Stick took place on the 6th of June 1944. Its aim was to capture bridges over the Caen Canal and River Orne in northern France. One of these bridges was later named Pegasus Bridge and is now a museum. The success of this operation was vital to the overall success of the invasion of northern France and the fight against Hitler's Nazi Germany of World War II and bring about its end. The purpose of their capture was to allow troops time to come ashore on the beaches along the Normandy coast. This was crucial to hold back the German tanks. In preparation for this operation, the 2nd Battalion, Oxfordshire and Buckinghamshire Light Infantry of the 6th Airborne Division came to Countess Weir for manoeuvres around the swing bridges and its surrounding area to carry out their preparations for the departure of this operation. Major John Howard of B Company, Oxon Beds Light Infantry, led his 90 men to success in the mission using the airspeed Horsa gliders. They landed to capture what has now become a historic bridge known as Pegasus Bridge. Sadly, they also had the first casualty of the invasion, Lieutenant Den Brotheridge. The D-Day invasion of northern France was an epic and recognised now as the largest military operation of all time. So, to think that our humble bridges at Countess Weir played such an important role in this is in itself quite humbling. Today the bridges are rarely opened as the commercial traffic is now all in the past, and the only time boats require them to be opened is on the odd occasion, mostly for yachts moving down to turf and out to sea at the beginning of the summer, and when, as a couple of months ago, a vessel that had been constructed at a boatyard at Haven Banks and needed passage out to sea. In modern times, the jetty here at the swing bridges is used mostly for canoeists and rowing boats to get in and out of the canal. Not to forget the anglers who regularly come here to fish. Well, that brings me to the end of this part of the story. Although there have been a great deal of events that have taken place here at this spot over its long history, I think the preparations of the D-Day landings in 1944 are by far the most significant to record. As you can see from my little tour around the bridges, their structural development is, however, quite interesting. In my next part of the canal, I'll be around the double locks area. I think that's very interesting as well. Hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and if you like what you see, do subscribe. I hope to be posting again in the near future. Best 7.3s now clear.